Hi folks, and welcome back to Meaningful Money. Okay, I'm here above Sennan Cove. The headline you can see to the right of the screen there is where I was a few videos ago, I think talking about active versus passive investments. So just the other side of the cove, shooting straight into the sun though, so I hope you can see me okay, but probably the view is better to look at than I am anyway. We've talked about accumulating pensions. We've talked about building up a pension fund and the different kinds of plans you can do that. Now we need to talk about how you get your money back out again, how you get a retirement income out of your pension plans. Now, with the exception of defined benefit schemes, which we talked about a few videos ago, that's final salary pension schemes. With the exception of those, all you've done with a pension is build up a pot of money. And that's why pensions should just be part of your retirement planning strategy. There are other ways you can build up pots of money, and retirement plans, pensions, are just one of those ways. But with the exception of defined benefit final salary schemes, what you've got is a pot of money. So now we need to find out how to convert that pot of money into an income for your retirement. Now, what you get out of a pension fund is entirely dependent on the size of that pot. There's a few other criteria as well, but the size of that pot ultimately will determine how much money you get in income at the end of it. First thing to say is whatever your pot is, you can take some tax-free cash out of it. That's a quarter of your fund. So whatever your fund has amounted to, you can have a quarter of that fund as a tax-free cash lump sum. Its proper term is the pension commencement lump sum, but everybody still calls it tax-free cash. Now, once you've done that, you've got 75% of your fund left. And there are two main ways you can convert that fund into into an income rather. Ooh, what a giveaway. The first main way is something called an annuity. You buy an annuity, and what you do is you exchange your fund, or what's left of it, with an insurance company. You give it to them, and you exchange it for an income for life. Now, there are various bells and whistles, which we'll talk about next time, but that income is guaranteed for life, paid by a reputable, hopefully, insurance company. But your fund, such as it is, has gone. You've handed it to the insurance company and that's it, it's gone. The alternative to buying an annuity is something called an unsecured pension, or it's still colloquially called drawdown. And that, with that case, instead of handing your fund over to an insurance company, you keep it and instead draw an income from it every month or every year or whatever. So you've got annuities on the one hand and unsecured pension or drawdown on the other hand. I'm going to explain about what both of those are in much more detail, and there are some sort of almost like hybrid schemes or variations on those two things. But those are the main ways you take money out of your pension. So annuities and drawdown on the other hand, those are the ways you take money out of your pension. Next time I'm going to go into a lot more detail about annuities. But this is great, this is what it's about. There's no point just building up money for the sake of it, like we've talked about. This is how you get it out again at the other end when you need it. But remember, with pensions, you can't get at your money until age 55. So next time it's annuities, quite a detailed one, that one. I might have to split it into two. But it's an extremely important subject because that's still how most people convert their pension fund into an income. So join me next time for that, and thank you and goodbye from Sennan Cove.